League of Legends, a game that's well known for cleansing its players with blood, sweat, tears, and years of no showers. A game that made reverse testosterone and Imagine Dragons famous. Classic MOBA gameplay and a large diverse roster of characters, each one having unique background stories. But the gameplay doesn't focus on that, and the amount of lore that's hidden behind these characters is tremendous. You can't let all of that lore go to waste. So what do? Create one of the most expensive shows ever. Arcane is one of the greatest shows I have ever watched in my entire life. It is also revered by many as one of the best video game adaptations out there. But why is that? Well, the most obvious reason is the animation. The art style of Arcane is unmatched and unlike anything we have ever seen before. You can pause at any moment in the show and you could put that still in an art gallery. There's so much attention to detail that fans can just spend hours making theories on just the smallest things, such as the character design and hints of emotion through each character. While I personally believe that Season 2 looks artistically better, Season 1 for me is still the best season of Arcane. Here's why. The first thing I want to talk about is the pacing. In the first act of Season 1, we are introduced to the beginnings of our main characters. From the cruel and poor undercity of Zaun, we have the sisters Violet and Powder, their friends Milo, Clagger, and Echo, their father figure Vander, as well as the many denizens of the area. From the wealthy and clean Piltover, we have Jace, Caitlyn, Mel, Heimerdinger, the council members, and the enforcers. Through the first few minutes of screen time, we're given enough ideas to discern the motivations behind each character, which are strongly reinforced throughout the next two acts. What I love most is that despite each group of characters having different goals, these goals intertwine in the end. Not only that, but we also see how well two or more characters interact, showing each character's growth. The dynamics of these characters are so fun to watch. Speaking of, every single person in the show feels like a real human being. Despite the fact that we can tell who are the protagonists and who are the antagonists, every single character can be both. Silco is a great albeit complicated example. Clearly the main villain of the show, Silco's methods in ruling his cohorts and land are far from right, but his motivations are justifiable. He wants Zaun to be recognized and feared while protecting those he holds dear. Silco is one of my favorite characters in this show, and there's lots more to talk about him as well as many others, but I can confidently say that every single character here is so amazing. If I can still step on. One last thing I want to talk about is the music. The musical score blends well with the majestic artistry of the visuals, but what stands out to me more are the various songs played in each episode. Each single episode has one section where an original song is played, and it suits well with the scene it is being played in. It's like a short section of a music video, and I think it's really cool. Overall, Arcane is amazing. My only complaint about this show is that one part where Imagine Dragons themselves showed up in episode 5, it just felt out of place for me. But other than that, there's barely any faults in the show. Every single line of dialogue suits each respective character, every single pixel on screen is crafted beautifully, and everything else blends well together to create the best thing to have come out in this modern era. For that, I'm going to give Arcane Season 1 5 stars.